This is a standard, boring old hotel room for people like average Joe. And this is an underwater hotel room, because in this video we're going on a 7-night adventure to stay in some of the craziest rooms money can buy. But before we can check into the suites, let's check out what we can get for just $1. And to make it even more of a challenge, let's add in the Wheel of Destiny, which will determine where we stay within these 7 different biomes. So let's give it a spin. Well folks, grab your backpacks because it looks like we're headed to the woods. And with only $1 to spend, there aren't many options to even build this first accommodation in Lego. So instead I printed and cut out this foldable tent and then colored it in with a Sharpie and attached it to this base plate. Then I added in a grass bed, a grass table, and for the final touches, some more grass.
Nice.
And now that we have our camping rental in the woods, complete with a campfire and plenty of trees to pee behind, let's go camping. Bob grabbed his camping equipment and set out for the woods. He got to the campgrounds and started to cook some eggs for dinner, but then he needed to go to the bathroom, aka dig a hole in the ground. But when he came back, he smelled something burning, and it wasn't his eggs, it was his tent, those darn squirrels. And since it was made out of paper, it burned to ash super quickly, leaving Bob totally exposed to the elements, as if he wasn't already. It was a rough night to say the least, so Bob was eager to get on to the $100 hotel room. So let's spin that wheel. And it looks like we're setting off for a tropical adventure in the Arctic. But once Bob started looking around, he found a bunch of these amazing looking igloos to stay the night in. It says travel via sled dog. That sounds fun. Make ice and drink cocoa? But we're gonna need a plane to get all the way to the Arctic. So I got this city passenger plane so that Bob could fly around the world to the remaining destinations, which includes the desert, the ocean, the sky, the mountains, and this question mark. This airplane can fit 12 passengers and 2 pilots. Oh no, a female's flying the plane? Well, at least there's no crying babies. Aww. There's even one of those luggage carts that transports your suitcase from the plane, and all the luggage can fit right in the back of the plane like this. The crew can load in those delicious in-flight frozen microwave dinners and even tow the plane onto the tarmac so it can take off. Whoa, I think they experienced some turbulence. When they arrived in the Arctic, this cute little shuttle picked up the passengers to take them back to the terminal. But Bob was headed to the Arctic, and right on time, the sled dogs picked up Bob and took him further into the frozen tundra. Like, look how slippery this is. They're literally on a sheet of ice. And here's the igloo. A little worse for wear, but hey, it was $100. And inside is a bed made of ice, a table and chair made of ice, and a refrigerator that was full of ice. But when it came to sleeping, it got a little chilly in the night, and Bob sort of froze. Yep, bro's frozen solid. Well, we better thaw him out then. Fortunately, the villagers gave him some hot cocoa to thaw him out, and it melted the ice so quick and even steamed up my camera lens. But Bob definitely experienced some 3rd-degree burns on this one, so I would not recommend. Pro looks like he aged 10 years. But hey, we still have 5 more nights, so let's get on to the next place, because our next hotel is valued at $1,000. So let's spin that wheel, baby, because next we're headed to the desert. I mean, at least it'll be a lot warmer. And what better place to travel than the Sahara Desert of Tunisia, which is in Africa, and just so happens to be the place where they filmed those sandy scenes on Tatooine and Star Wars. And for $1,000, Bob is getting a 1-night stay in a desert earth dome modeled after Obi-Wan's hut. It's partially buried in the sand. Inside the hut, there's authentic gaffy sticks on the walls, this really cool quilted bed, a storage crate with a stormtrooper helmet, and a fridge with unlimited blue milk. But this is just the hotel room. The rest of the experience takes place outside on one of the many included excursions, like taking a ride on a dewback. They're actually a lot slower than walking. I don't know why people rode these. Taking a desert skiff out and feeding a real-life sarlacc? Well, let's see if they like glizzies. I'd say so. And even bumping into locals at the cantina. I'll take a fuzzy tauntaun, please. Hey, what did you call me? No, and there's dismemberment, unlike Disney Star Wars. And just then, Bob got to meet the real Jedi Bob. Did you steal my robes? There, that's better. And now that we have a lift, let's take off to our next destination in the sky biome, which can only mean one thing: private jet. I mean, if you think about it, overnight flights are kinda like a hotel too. And to do this, I ripped out all those cheap economy seats with 0 legroom and installed this private bathroom with a super flush and a shower. For the room, there's a queen-size luxury pillow top bed and drawers, and then I made a huge TV screen and a reclining chair for maximum comfort. There's a full bar and full menu, and I added a drink fridge over here. Yeah, I'll take the chicken nugget salad and Shirley Temple, please. After his gourmet dinner and an 8-hour nap, Bob even got to fly the plane. Oh wow, we landed already? I guess time flies on an airplane. Get it? Because time flies too. Oh my god, I'm so funny. Anyway, we need to get off this plane and spin that wheel. The ocean. I've always thought it would be so cool to stay the night in an underwater hotel, and that's what we're building next. And to make it even cooler, I'm gonna build it inside this fish tank.
Nice.
And then fill it with water. I started out with this modular build and then added in these blue glass pieces to make the optimal aquatic viewing tube for the bedroom. I added in this cozy bed and drawers, but then I wanted it to be elevated, so I built 2 more sections and made one side a seating area with a popcorn machine and the other side a reading room with books and comics and a comfy couch. I really liked these bubbles on the sides, but I only had so many of those glass elements, so I blocked this one up with a refrigerator and a table full of snacks. Then on the other side, I had to build a bathroom with a toilet, sink, and a hand towel. To finish the underwater hotel, I added in a bunch of seaweed and sand, then placed a couple of turtles. On the other side, I added in a treasure chest and some more plant life and another crab. And then I placed a shark on the side and a manta ray on the front. But then I got the idea to repurpose this Lego Star Wars set into a hotel check-in area. So I made the front desk with life jackets and oxygen tanks, then added some equipment and a lounging area for guests to soak up the sun before taking the plunge. The other side has a bucket of flippers, these fridges, and some weapons, just in case, no reason. Once you suit up, you can ascend the temple and slide into the ocean. I filled up the fish tank, and fortunately the weight of the temple on top kept everything underwater.
Oh.
So then I decorated it with some aquarium plants and added in this super cool light.
Wow.
Bob got ready for the night and dove in, sliding headfirst, descending into the dark depths below. He explored the shipwreck and saw this hammerhead shark, but then he got to the bottom and popped into the air pocket of the hotel room and found himself nice and cozy in the viewing tube. But as he was sleeping, something menacing approached. Can you imagine? This is so terrifying underwater. Talk about the Meg in Lego. And for the record, Jaws floats, but the orca does not, which then again is pretty accurate to the movie. The next day, Bob was pretty eager to get back on land. And if you thought this hotel was cool, just wait until you see what beholds us in the mountains. And I don't know about you, but anytime I think of the mountains, I think of castles. And for $100,000 a night, you can become the Lord of King's Landing for an entire day. So Bob packed up his things into his knapsack and started to hike to the mountains. What the heck? Is that Gandalf?
Oh there, would you like a ride?
Certainly a lot faster than walking, Bob reached the castle gates, and sure enough, as he approached, the drawbridge was lowered and the gate ascended. Bob roamed the halls looking for his bedroom, but found the gatekeeper's hold instead. Then he stumbled upon the secret door that led him outside. But where the heck's his bedroom? He found this water wheel that actually spins to power the mill. Above that was the dining room, and finally on the 3rd floor was this modest bedroom and nightstand. And I know what you're thinking. What's with the bucket? Really? $100K and no bathrooms? Well, there's no time, because Bob's off to find the highest point to perform the Assassin's Creed leap of faith. Then he was off to find that hidden cave with this map. Pretty neat. And the last activity on the list was watching a joust. Lannister versus the Ravenrocks. It's all down to this. The Lannisters have done it! 6 nights, 6 wild hotels, and just 1 remaining. The big one. Here I present to you the Argentina, complete with a driveway fountain and fancy sports cars. Inside this 4-story manor is a marbled pillared entryway, followed up by this standout baby grand piano, a marble bust, and a Venetian extendable table full of expensive seafoods and caviar, seated with 2 Atrani leather dining chairs. There's a master chef and sous chef to cook up select choice foods, and a full bar with expensive wine. Designer sofas that are facing each other in the living room, because that's when you know people have money. Upstairs is the lounge with a billiards table and a poker table with some playing cards and a couple of chairs. Then over here is a snack kitchen full of Bob's favorite food, right next to a theater with this huge screen that you control with your phone. On the 3rd floor is a huge bathroom, and this entire floor is dedicated to wardrobe and shoes. There's tons of drippy outfits and a super rare shoe collection to match the fits. Then there's an art room where you can get your portrait done, and on the 4th floor is the master bedroom with extra pillows and a walkout atrium sauna. You can even take this private helicopter into town to get junk food whenever you want, even though you could easily walk there. this bellboy will bring you any car you want, and you can fly around on your own private track.
Car's incredible. What do you do for a living? Thank you so much for creating this beautiful machine.
And if you really want to feel some horsepower between your legs, you can take Bucky out here into the woods or even bring him inside the house. And to finish off the night, you get your very own private fireworks show in the front yard. Yeah, things get pretty wild when you have that much money. So Bob's gonna need to get another job because he's acquired a taste for the finer things in life. So comment what you want to see Bob do next and I'll think about it. Let me know which hotel room was your favorite and make sure to like the video, or this will haunt you in your sleep.